What's up, everybody? Welcome to S.I.R Spotlight Podcast, episode number 3. This episode is a special episode. We have a special guest today. Our special guest is a celebrity hairstylist and also a salon owner. He's gonna be joining us a little bit later, but basically, I wanted to give y'all a little more insight about the whole idea of why we're doing the podcast. S.I.R Spotlight. S.I.R is support is real. Doing my endeavors as being a new business owner for myself, support has been very important far as getting the word out, creating buzz about whatever business you may have going on, not just myself but others. And I wanted to spotlight other business owners who may have been supportive or people that I look up to as well. That's why we had asked Mr. Yancey Edwards to join us. He's been to join us now from. So I want everybody to welcome Mr. Yancey Edwards.
We got it. Oh, hello.
What's up?
What's going on?
How's it going?
Everything is going good. How are you doing?
Uh, doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Look, I'm glad that you decided to do an interview with me.
Oh man, of course. Because I remember starting out once too, and then everybody wants their chance to have people do something for them. So I'm really big on stuff like that.
Right. So listen, before we get into stuff we want to know, because we basically want to know a little bit more about the man behind the brand. But
hmm
tell us, for those who just what is it that you do as far as you're a celebrity hairstylist, a salon owner, and how long you been doing that?
Okay, I've been a licensed professional for 23 years. I've been a salon owner for 21 years. And as and now I'm on my second project, which is my studio now. So like now I kind of downsized, because everything that was going on back in the day, everybody wanted like those big salons, chandeliers, and this, that, and the other, But now we realize that it really doesn't take all of that. So now everybody's kind of like downsizing, and even look at what's going on now. So thank God I did downsize.
Exactly. So you said you've been doing hair for 23 and you've been a salon owner for 21. That's a long time.
21. It is a very long time, and let me tell you something. It goes very fast. Trust me.
So what made you get started doing hair?
Ooh. One thing I definitely know how I got started was I did a lot of things as far as like performing and stuff like that, and of course for those who don't know, I'm from the ballroom scene, which is the underground scene. And what I did was I was always working with a lot of the pretty girls, and I was always fascinated by stuff like that. And so one time my friend, God bless her dead, her name is Janae. She was a trans performer, and she had me do all her wigs and stuff like that. And before I knew it, I was actually doing it, not even knowing that I was really going down that road to do it. Because when I was coming up, we didn't have money like the kids have money today to hire makeup artists and hairstylists to do certain things. So we kind of had to learn on our own. It's a true statement how to make a dollar out of 15 cent, how to make a dollar out of 15 cents, because that's what we did.
So I heard you mention that you was in the ballroom community, which I already knew. But how has the ballroom community helped you or supported you?
Let me tell you one thing I'm gonna say about the ballroom community is that it always brings you back. You know what? It always accepts you back. And I'm gonna say this because one thing I knew if I could get these crowds of people to scream and yell, I said I know I can make money from doing this. You know, one thing about the ballroom scene, like you have to have courage, you have to be bold, you have to be, you can't have like, you can't be insecure, you can't have no type of problem, no type of insecurities because they will get you. And I said, once you learn how to take rejection, I just learned how to start fighting because in ballroom scene, that's all we did was try to make a mark and try to make things happen. You know, it was like almost like a family. So that's basically where it came from.
Would you think being in ballroom give you extra edge as far as creativity?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because guess what? When it's showtime and it's time for a battle and it's time for the hair show, we calling on the Raquels and the Stashas and the Mayas and the Leomis and, you know, Sanayas. Those are people that we want because they know how to get the attention. So, of course, the good thing about being in the ballroom scene is that we know how to put something together from start to finish. We want to tell a story. So by me doing
Right.
that, I was able to do that in my real life. You know, I took these girls. Some of my models were like 12 and 13 years old. I did their hair, put them in front of a magazine. I got my first cover magazine, my first time doing a photo shoot. So it was just like I really, really just I really wanted it really badly.
Right. Right. So, ballroom. How long have you been an active member?
Oh God, back in 1902. No, I started. Yo, because I'm telling you, it's been a long time. I started walking balls in 1992. That was my first time I ever walked the ball before. And I just got fascinated. I met some wonderful people. And the people that I met today became my family today. And these are people that I still use because when it's time for Yancey to battle somebody, put on production, I'm calling my Balenciaga family because they come, they can flip, dip, do all types of things that my old behind can't do.
So, so you belong to the House of Balenciaga.
Correct.
How
Boom,
long?
boom, oh, God. No.
How, how,
Huh?
how long have you been with that house?
Oh, I started with them like from day one. Like I'm one of the founding members. So like I got together with a couple others to create this. And like I said, one thing about starting that, it showed me how to start a business, how to make people a believer. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about getting started, and you may know too about being an entrepreneur, is that you have to understand that you are the vision behind the brand. People don't have to love what you do. People don't have to believe what you do. It's up to you to make them believe it because God gave you this vision. And sometimes we get caught up in this thing where we're so busy trying to get acceptance or get validated by people because everybody's road to success is not going to be the same. Everybody, everybody's road to success will not be the same. For example, when I started, I started doing hair at 27 years old. I had no high school diploma. I had to get my high school diploma before I went to hair school. And the only reason why I went to do that was because I had to go to hair school. See, back in the 90s, back in the day, when they had a little box to say, did you graduate from high school? All you had to do was just check it, and that was it, and you was good. But this is the first time I went somewhere. They was like, oh, no, no, I want to see proof. I want to see a high school diploma. I was like, oh, shoot. This is something I can't copy and paste this time. So I really had to buckle down and do it in order to get to hair school. Now, that just goes to show you today, so many people are so quick to say it's over. Today, so many are so quick to say, I'm going to end my life. I'm just don't want no more. Imagine if I would have stopped doing what I was doing because I didn't have no high school diploma at 27. Because back in the day, that was embarrassing to walk around and say you didn't have a high school diploma. It was even worse to say you had a GED. So that just
Yeah.
goes to show you that God's timing is everything. It has nothing to do with man, it has nothing to do with nothing. It has all to do with your purpose and God, and that's it. Excuse me,
And it's
I'm
funny,
sorry.
Brace,
I'm in the middle of a birthday thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm sorry.
it I'm glad you mentioned all that because it brings me to what I wanted to talk to you about for the celebrity part.
Wait, hold on one
like
sec. Hold
going
on, hold
to,
on, hold. Not to cut you off, David, but some people got some questions. I'm just gonna hit them real quick, if you don't mind, real quick, because it's easy questions. Because I don't want to lose it. Then somebody's asking me about hair school or something. Oh, hold on one second. Someone was saying
oh
about hair
yeah,
school. Yes, your hair school is very difficult. I just want to answer that before. Because hair school is difficult. Don't get me wrong. Because you know what I
but
thought? When I thought I went to hair school, huh? You were
no,
saying
go
something?
ahead.
No, hair
No,
school is very difficult. Hair school is very difficult. But the one thing about hair school is that I thought it was gonna be a joke. I thought, like, I saw Grease. I thought I was gonna be playing with dolls, like playing beauty school dropout all day. I thought I was gonna be having a good time. I didn't know that we had to learn about like bones, diseases, sanitation. The thing that really shocked me was that we're the only people besides the doctor that can touch someone's head. So that's kind of deep if you think about it. We're the only people besides the doctor that can touch someone's head. Picture you trying to touch someone's head. They'd be ready to cut your hand off. So that's deep. And then another question was, what categories did I walk when I was in ballroom? I saw that one. So I'm gonna answer that. When I first came out walking balls, I walked realness. I walked schoolboy realness. I walked realness, and then I worked my way up to doing other things because the longer you stay around these people, the longer you get turned out. So I had a guy, God bless his heart. His name is Eric Bazaar. He was one of my mentors, and he used to walk Bazaar like crazy stuff, like rock and roll, chains, whips, plastic, vinyl, whatever. And that's what I got into because I'm a Gemini. So though I am kind of calm and sometimes shy, I do have another side to me that can be kind of more adventurous, outrageous, but I am shy though. Like right now, I was nervous before I did this, but you know what? I'm always nervous when I do something because it's like I just want to make sure I do my best for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to make sure I'm on time. Because being on time is respectful. Because it's so disrespectful to be late. And though this has nothing to do with money, it has nothing to do with that. This has to do with me being a man of my word for one, and continuing my branding for myself. Because guess what? These things that you do it does affect your brand. Being late, having bad attitude, not being well kept, having a nasty attitude, disposition, whatever the case may be. All these things are things that will help destroy you.
that's right.
So now we can move on to the celebrity part.
Yeah,
Turning the
okay.
page.
I mean, we probably gonna come back to some of those things anyway.
Yeah, but I just want
But
to make sure I answer
like
people because
being,
a lot of times, huh?
feel free to ask whatever questions you type your
Okay,
questions for Yan. If there's something that
okay,
y'all want to ask him, and he will answer. He will answer the questions as he see it or whatever. But back
absolutely.
to our celebrity part, like
Uh-huh.
how did you have started with, let's say, your first celebrity?
Okay. Back in the, we
Because I
used to
know,
do magazine.
I'm just gonna say the little bit that I do know. I
Okay.
know I have at, worked on Pose, the TV show.
Yes.
You worked. What was the other one? I know The View, but it was
Yes.
another one. It's
But
well, I know you
to
work.
make to
I know
make
you work.
to make it plain and simple, baby, I will work for anybody as long as they want to pay me. And sometimes it's not always going to pay. Because let me tell you, sometimes I do things for free today. And not to say it's for free like that, but you know what? Sometimes I like to give gifts for people because I see some people sometimes who can't afford it. So you gotta give. But my first celebrity client was Total from Bad Boy. I was in my salon working, and I used to do a lot of magazine shoots. So back in the day, we did a lot of magazine shoots. It was nothing about today. Like today, we have social media. You could do social media today. If you want to tell Beyonce F you, you could do so. You could touch Rihanna, but that wasn't what we had to do. We had to pound the pavement as far as getting our work out there. So to get our work out there, I used to do a lot of magazine shoots. So the magazine shoots was things that we could do as far as like getting our work out there, and it goes places where we couldn't go. Like, so when you're doing a client, they're looking at my work, calling me on the phone, like, oh my God, I'm in the salon chair and I see your work or whatever. Same thing happened. So when Keisha from Total had called me, she was like, this is Keisha from Total. I just want to speak to Yancey. I was like, this is he. I didn't even believe that it was true. You know, because these are people that I just live for, I just love for that type of thing. And then come to find out it was true. And you know, from there it was them. I did Prince. When Prince was on tour, I was the main hair guy for his tour at Madison Square Garden. I've done, of course, I've done The View. I've done Whoopi Goldberg, tons of movies. I've done everything from stage plays and everything like that. I just want to continue to move. And my goal was I want to be classic like Versace. I want to be classic like Chanel. I want to be classic. I want to be ever evolving. Because let me tell you something, I am up in age. Even though people think I'm 10, have to tell people that I'm grown, and they think I'm a little kid sometimes because, you know, I act silly a lot. But